Hi, Aquarius. All right, let's see what's going on for you guys and see what your situation is. What's the situation for the first week of July for my Aquarius? Aquarius, please. What is the situation, please? Justice and the Nine of Swords. So you're getting a little bit of justice for something that you've been, I don't want to say freaking out about, but definitely stress. Something you've been having sleepless nights, something you were worried over. You're going to get some justice for it. Whether that's quite literal, you going to court or whatnot, the decision is going to be fair, balanced, and honest for all parties involved. I do see the Hermit, though, at the back of the deck. You're lying low. I think you're keeping to yourself and you're trying to use your inner wisdom to make a decision of some kind, but I do see you sneaking off to do something. Sorry, there was something on my hand. Yeah, I think something is burdening you guys and it's getting very taxing for you. So I think you're kind of letting it go. Or at least that's what you're thinking about and what to do in regards to this situation. But this situation is definitely showing that you are getting some kind of justice. And we'll see what that means when I clarify. But for now, that should feel like some sort of reprieve for you, Aquarius. What's coming in towards my Aquarius, please? Sorry, there was an ant, a little baby ant, and I didn't know what the heck it was. It was like, I could feel it. That's why I was a little like, what's happening here? It's coming in for my Aquarius, please. All right, Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Wow, look how things turn around so quickly, Aquarius. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment and desire, okay? Sometimes it talks about borderline obsession, but moreover, it talks about your own wishes, your own desires, especially with the Ace of Wands, because the Ace of Wands is talking about having a passionate new beginning here, while you're looking at all your cups getting filled. So whatever this Ace of Wands is, it's definitely desirable, whether it's a brand new job, project, or a passionate new beginning, that you being intimate with someone, whether emotionally or physically. All right, what is it that Aquarius doesn't see coming their way, please? The Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. This is just for me getting better and better. Not understanding why I'm seeing all that stress and anxiety, but I think once that justice comes in for you, everything just seems to change and fall into place for you. With the Two of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, you're working on a relationship here. You both are. It's not like you're by yourself. This person feels the same way you do with the Two of Cups. It's very mutual. It feels like soulmate kind of. And you are working towards these relationship goals. Now, it can also be this is a partner that you have in work or business. Or, again, this is somebody that you're partnering up with in a relationship and you met them at work. We'll see what it's talking about in a moment. Just give me a sec, put that there. What's the advice here for Aquarius, please? What is their advice in regards to this week and what we're looking at so far? Interesting. You have the Three of Swords. Oh, very interesting. And two major arcanas, which is the Moon and the Tower. Wow, and the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. All right. So some of you could be, reeling from some recent pain, some heartache, from something that fell apart for you, whether it was a job loss, a death, metaphorically or physically, or a relationship. Something fundamentally shook your world with the Tower. But you have it in the cross, which tells me it's sitting there laden in the back of your mind and you're thinking about it. Now, in the advice position, it's telling you it looks like you're somewhere on the cusp of either letting it go or just pining over it. Regardless of whatever camp you're in, Aquarius is definitely saying something that seems to be crashing and burning or falling apart. You have to let it go. You have to. Because A, it needs to be rebuilt or built brand new with someone else or something else. B, this person needs to come in correct or not at all. And C, it is so you can create a happier new future. You really need to heal yourself from this pain. And there is a lot of things going on behind the scenes with the Moon card over here that's telling you you're not aware of it. So you need to be cautious right now. You need to be aware. So heal from the pain. Meaning, like, for example, right, you're pining over a loss of something, but you don't know how much more worse it could have been or how bad that person is. So maybe the universe is like throwing you a bone and helping you in a way that you never thought imaginable. And of course, these cards can be vice versa, guys. So you're discerning adults. You know where to place this situation, especially if you're a cross watcher. Now, and yes, Aquarius, you could be doing this too, but just reading the cards. But for your advice, yes, you need to be cautious. Yes, you need to let go whatever you feel is falling apart, needs to be falling apart. And then the pain you need to start healing from it. This could have something to do with marriage and institution. I do see new love. I do see new things. I do see that desirable, passionate new beginning you're having. All right, let's see what the outcome is of the week. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Okay, so the only problem I'm seeing here, Aquarius, so far is that I get it. You're looking for your stability, your earthiness, your groundedness, and you are nurturing, loving, kind, and caring. But this is shaking up your world. Everybody likes their comfort zones, right? Or they like their patterns, or they like to, go on what they feel is most comfortable for them. For me, that always represents the Queen of Pentacles. That being you guys. You're my queens, whether you're male or female. The kings for me are the incoming. I don't do that for privates. It's only for YouTube. Because there's so many of you. We need to discern who's who. And I finally have been able to open up to private readings, which I could never do before. So this is the first time ever. I have some space over my summer, which happens to be July and August. To do private readings. If anyone's interested, you can email me, elpistarot@gmail.com. It's also in the description box below. Now, with that said and done, let's get back to you with this queen, this earthiness, this nurturing part of you. Unless others of you are dealing with your mother or a mother figure, you feel stuck and you're holding on to something. I see holding on to, and we'll see when we clarify what that could be. That could be an old relationship, a job. But holding on with the Four of Pentacles could be talking about saving money or holding on to money or holding on to a job because you feel stuck. Like you feel, Eight of Swords for me always makes me feel like you think you don't have options. You do. Life is always a choice. Always. Even if you think that by leaving one scenario, it's going to hurt you somewhere else, it may not. Still a choice. You don't make one, the other person will. Or the universe, for that fact. But I see you being stuck here and holding on to whatever this is, whether it is a marriage or a relationship or a job, because you're looking for your stability, because you have some responsibility, because you want to be earthy and grounded. And we'll see what that's all about. I see at the bottom of the deck the Six of Cups, and under that is the Five of Pentacles. Wow, and under that is the Four of Cups. These right here at the bottom of the deck tell me everything. See, the Six of Cups talks about somebody from your recent past. You did have fond memories. You did have a good time. I see that you're willing and ready to leave the past behind. I see that. I get that. But then there's this notion at the back of your minds, feeling left out in the cold or being in a financial bind. And then you have the Four of Cups. This right here, this dude is bored. This is not for me. I don't like this. So it's kind of going back to the comfort zone, what I was talking about earlier. Going back to what you know. Going back to what feels safe. And the whole collective in the zodiac sign, a wheel, is being tested at this moment. Not really even tested. You're being pushed. You're not even being tested. You're repeating cycles right now, the whole collective, because the universe is saying to you, listen, you're going to have a whole fucking new world next year, and you need to be prepared for it. You of all the signs, Aquarius, is the most adept for that anyway. You roll with the punches to begin with. But this is also just like an encouragement for you, Aquarius, that, you know, these little moves that you're making, these shakeups, these changes, it's okay to let them go. And it's okay to focus on the future. And the only reason I'm saying all of this stuff is because of your outcome over here. But we'll see. We'll see how this changes or manifests when I start clarifying everything. Because I like what's in the middle of your reading, and I can see the transition, because we're starting from stress and anxiety and worried about something that could be either quite literal, that's legal and it'll be fine, or something that you're worried about and you getting your justice for it. Justice comes in many forms, like your person comes back to acknowledge you, apologize, whatever. Justice is you getting fired and the next day you get another job and a better one. Justice could be so much stuff. And then you've got in the center wish fulfillment, something new job, new passion, new beginning with somebody, and you being in a partnership that's working, that looks good, or you met this person at work. But then you have over here at your advice, you need to heal. There's things going on behind the scenes. You're not afraid. You're not, you're in the know. Be cautious. Let things fall away. Let them go. They want to be like crazy on you. Let them be crazy in that world over there, crazy land. And then you got your outcome over here, which is you still holding tight to something because of stability. But let's see. Let's start clarifying all these things. All right, what is the Nine of Swords and Justice? I wish this chair would go back. Ugh. Live and learn. Check everything. But then again, it was cheap, so what am I to complain about? What is, speaking of crazy... No, I'm just kidding. I'm just different. You guys got the King of Wands in reverse. All right. So if some of you have been dealing with this is the incoming energy I was talking about earlier. Whether this is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this is somebody that you've been dealing with and you broke up with this person, or this person happens to be like a total tool or douchebag or a bitch, whatever. Oh, wow. Check this out. Justice, justice. You're getting justice for this. So some of you could be getting a divorce, looks like to me, or a breakup or separation. You're getting justice. Things will be fair balanced between the both of you. So if something had gone down between you and this individual, I wouldn't worry, because it feels as if karma is now balancing out. Okay, so say you did something bad, for example, in the past with this person, and you've been concerned because you did something wrong, not them, you. Or you thought you made a wrong choice or a wrong decision. It doesn't matter, because karma is now balanced. You're even. You have a clean slate. You get to start all over, Aquarius. Say it's not that. Say this person treated you unfairly, was really fucked up, and broke up with you out of nowhere. You don't understand what's going on. You're still getting your justice for that. Could be this person's trying to come back to you. But whatever it is definitely something to do with this person. And here's the interesting part. Boom, Two of Cups. Partnership coming in. Just like it is showing here in the middle of your reading with another deck. All right, let's continue and see what the Nine of Cups and Ace of Wands is saying here. Please clarify. More Aries energy. Interesting. I have the Fool here. And then what's this? Strength, which is Leo energy at the bottom of the deck. Me loving this. I just, shuffled the deck, and behind that is the Two of Cups again. This seems to be the overall theme of this whole entire reading, is your Two of Cups. All right, now, this is why you're having wish fulfillment and having a passionate new beginning. You're taking a leap of faith and risk. And for a lot of you, it's coming in many forms. Whether you're leaving something behind and not having anything lined up because you don't care. I mean, you care, but you're taking that risk. Or you're taking a leap of faith and a risk to do this passionate new beginning because it's your desire. All right. You are resisting something, though. You can see that at the bottom of the deck. What is this Two of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, please? Please clarify. Nine of Cups. Again, your cards are now repeating themselves. See, this relationship, this partnership, however it came to you and that you're both working towards this goal, this is what's bringing you desire. This is what's filling your cups. This is what's making you happy. Like a bump on a log. No, just kidding. I never understood this card. It's Alice in Wonderland deck, and it's just this weird genie sitting on a weird pumpkin. But anyway, doesn't matter. It's Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and desire. Do I need to be concerned why the Tower in reverse is here at the back of the deck? Because this is you not letting go of something that is hanging on by a thread, by a fizzle. What's the Three of Swords, the Moon, and the Tower, please clarify. Queen of Pentacles, and then here we go again with the Two of Cups. I can't get rid of this card from this bottom. Or Justice. Or Tower. I gotta move these cards around. I do see you walking away from something that no longer suits you. You are. You're moving forward to something else or someone else. You should seek your stability. You should seek your sanity. You want to love and be loved. I can see that clearly here with this Queen of Pentacles. Twice now. So you really do need to be a little bit cautious in regards to something with whatever this thing is that's crumbling before you, because you do need to let it go and you do need to heal. When we heal, we're able to make healthy decisions. Ones for our betterment, right? It's like sort of, if you can see this analogy that I'm trying to give you guys, when you're in a relationship and you're with this partner or this person and you're a crutch, or you're their crutch, or they are yours. It doesn't matter. You're not healing. No crutches allowed. Everyone needs to do their own work. You cannot depend on the other person for your happiness or they you. So there can be no crutches because there will be no healing. And no healing means not a healthy relationship. So, heal. Three of Swords. Be cautious. By the thing that seems to be falling apart before your eyes, the Tower. Let it fall. Find your stability where you can feel love and be loved. And you can love and be loved. All right. And I say all this stuff because I'm seeing the Eight of Cups back here. You walking away maybe from this like larger than life individual, maybe in Aries. I don't know. Let's start clarifying. It can be the other way around. You walking towards one. But I definitely see you leaving one situation and getting into another. You're already 1 foot in the door of the new thing. All right. What is this Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords? But then here you are holding on, feeling stuck. Okay. Chariot in reverse and the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Somebody like you, very fair, balanced, honest, cerebral, not overly emotional, but does show love in their own way, in a way that you understand because you're an air sign too. But besides that, you have also Chariot in reverse, which is also Cancer energy. And then Sagittarius energy at the bottom of the deck with Judgment. You need to make a judgment call. And you probably already sense this and feel this. Guys, there's this person and they've left you a little bit unfocused. You dropped the ball a bit at the end of the week because of a person. So you're going to have to go back to what the advice is. You got to let me know what this is. So because of this individual, you kind of like, you lose your focus. You stop your momentum. You stop moving forward on your path. From what I can see here, you're going into stuck mode. And tarot is meant to be a tool to help you. So by knowing this and seeing this, you're going to be like, wait, what? You got to go back to the advice stuff. Because at the bottom of the deck, you're going to be forced to make a judgment call. And I see, going forward, someone asking you to talk on an emotional level, but I see you maybe possibly ghosting or someone ghosting or cheating or something in that nature. And then here you are in your head trying to see what your best options are. And you make a U-turn right back to the Three of Swords, the pain in here. And then being stuck again. Something to do with the mistress. And then you waiting. So you want to be careful of this big fat U-turn. You don't want to do that. Wow. This was a pretty specific reading. What's going on here for love? And very soon, guys, I'm going to start doing the extended readings. I just haven't picked the platform yet. If you have one that you would like to recommend to me, by all means, go ahead. So everyone's like Patreon or Sellify or I don't know. You let me know. What's going on here for love, please? Playfulness. Okay, because we see, and this is great advice, right? The playfulness, allow your inner child and youthful self to come out and be playful here in this relationship. And I want to assume that, I shouldn't assume, but I want to take an educated guess and say it's this Ace of Wands here. So for you to stay in this zone here and don't get stuck over here, you should just keep going forward with this playfulness of you. And so you can be able to do that because you don't want to retreat. You have this upward momentum and then you just fall a little bit into like a little valley. So don't get stuck in the valley. You want to go back up to the peak. All right, last but not least, let's get one card from the unicorns. Where are you? This is funny. Take it with a grain of salt. Don't get serious on me now. Aquarius, please. Love. Wow. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.